So today I want to talk about the Battle Pass formula and essentially why it has developed kind of an anti-consumerist mindset. Before I begin, of course, these are my own opinions, and this is something that I'm pretty passionate about. And again, complete transparency, I haven't done any research aside from what I can remember, so some of this information may be outdated or may just blatantly be wrong. But regardless, I just wanted to talk to you guys about it today and just my opinions about it. So, not too sure about before this, but around 2017, this little game came out. You guys may or may not have heard of it, called Fortnite. Fortnite was a free-to-play game. It is a free-to-play game, and I fell in love with it, right? I remember I was in my first college class towards the end of 2017. I was in my public speaking class, actually, and one of my friends from high school texted me and said, "Yo, you need to download this game. It's called Fortnite." I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. So I downloaded it, and I'm playing it on my laptop in college, and it took some getting used to with the mechanics, for that game at the time, but the Battle Royale formula was, new and fresh in my mind. So I played it and I had a blast, right? And then, after season 0 ended, first came season 1, and with that came the Battle Pass. And in the Battle Pass, there was, 100 tiers. There was the free Battle Pass and there was the premium Battle Pass. Free Battle Pass, of course, you didn't really get like a whole lot of rewards because it was free. But the premium Battle Pass, and see, this is where I may be wrong now that I'm actually thinking about it. It may have just been a premium Battle Pass. It was so long ago, I really don't remember. But what I'm getting to is Fortnite had essentially reinvented the game. A free-to-play game with a paid Battle Pass, paid item shop, all of that. They made a ton of money, and now look at them, having collabs with Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, Ghostface, Star Wars, literally like any, media brand. Anyway, moving on. Today, we're in 2025, and practically every AAA game under the sun has a form of a Battle Pass. Fortnite's Battle Pass, still prevalent, still going strong. However, I can still commend Fortnite with how they are going about it. See, in the Fortnite Battle Pass, of course, you have your cosmetics, you have dances, whatever, but you also earn V-Bucks in the Battle Pass. And if you take the lump sum of all the V-Bucks you earn, you have enough to buy the next Battle Pass. And that model, I think, was perfect. It allowed you to spend money, but not have to keep spending money. Now, where I'm going with this is in today's style of games. There are certain games that I understand the concept of the Battle Pass, especially if you have a long-term game like a Fortnite or a Valorant or even Halo Infinite, for example. And I'll touch on that in a second. But having the Battle Pass formula in these games that are free to play, that are intended to last more than a year, I completely understand. I'm completely on board and I love it. Going back to Halo real quick, another feature I love explicitly with them is you have the ability that once you buy the Battle Pass, it's permanent. You can even go back. You can, I haven't played Halo a whole lot, but I can go back to Battle Passes I haven't even seen. I didn't even open the game while they were out. I can go back, buy that Battle Pass, and I can still play it, which removes a lot of the fear of missing out, the FOMO from, the Battle Pass formula. So I can definitely, I love that formula. I love that process. That's one of the, things about Halo Infinite, among other things that I love about that game and its formula. However, now, going to the darker side of things, we have yearly release titles. We have sports video games that have no reason to have a Battle Pass formula at all. I'm explicitly talking about FIFA, Madden, NBA 2K, and to a lesser extent, MLB The Show. I'll go ahead and get MLB out of the way because it's the lone outlier, but kind of like Halo Infinite, they have, they call it innings, right? They don't call it seasons, they call it innings, 1 through 9 for 9 innings in a baseball game. But then after the 9th inning ends, towards the end of the game's life cycle, before the next year comes out, they have the extra innings program. And in that program, it is a infinite Battle Pass that lets you earn all the previous rewards you could have missed. Now, really, of all of these yearly release titles, I play MLB The Show the most, so I'm already earning all of them. I don't really need to go to the extra innings program, but a fantastic concept, and I love it. Now we're going to get to the biggest gripes I have: NBA 2K and Madden. Now, Madden, really, most of the fan base is Ultimate Team fanboys, and I can respect it. That's like the ultimate competitive mode, but with how, I believe they call it the Pro Pass, or the Field Pass. That's what it is, the Field Pass. The Field Pass, you earn rewards, you earn packs, you earn, like, players that you can't sell. They're non-auctionable. But within that, they've added a new thing over these last couple years, which is a Team Pass, which is more for cosmetics, for, like, changing your banner, your badges, your item plate. Not really a whole lot in terms of gameplay. But you still have to buy it. You still have to buy the premium version of the Team Pass, which resets every season. You don't earn, I believe they call it just EA points. You don't earn that currency through the Field Pass. You have to buy it. Which means within the 1 year cycle of this game, hypothetically, we'll say they have 10 passes. You have to buy all 10 of those individually. That is a ton of money. Not to mention the people that actually spend the money on points to buy packs anyways, because some of them are locked behind the points and you can't spend the standard earnable currency coins. But yeah, for that reason, I've barely touched Madden in years. I've barely touched Ultimate Team in years. Same thing with college Ultimate Team and NCAA or college football. 2K is a whole different beast. NBA 2K. I'll just retroactively state that FIFA is practically the same deal. Anyways, 2K. 2K, of course, there are the My Career nerds, and like myself, and then there's the My Team nerds, somewhat like myself. And it's all condensed into one pass called the Pro Pass. I believe in 2K20, we're on 25 or 26. I don't even remember. I think we're on 26 now. But I think the Pro Pass spans 7 seasons. And you earn your way 1 through 40. You get rewards, and you actually get decently earnable, like, free rewards. So you get My Career rewards, you get My Team rewards, and then there's the premium rewards, which are kind of a combo between the two. But again, same deal. You have to spend money on each individual Pro Pass. You don't get, currency to rebuy it. You don't even have, like, a non-earnable currency that you exchange dollars for. You just straight up buy the Pro Pass. And of course, you have the premium Pro Pass and all of that. I think they call it the Hall of Fame Pass, but level 40 in the first season of this year's game, you get Klay Thompson as your level 40 reward, a pink diamond, a highly competitive advantage in the My Team game mode. And then for the premium version, which you spend an extra, I think, $10 to get, you get the same exact card, same exact stats, same exact look, but the card art is different at the max level. That is ridiculous, for one. Because, they don't want to insinuate having a competitive advantage. But then comes my rebuttal. You earn cap breakers, which in My Career allows you to extend your guy past his maximum limit. You can essentially give him higher stats than what he's supposed to have with these cap breakers. It's the reason I haven't played 2K consistently in years once this was implemented, because I'll play the first couple seasons, I'll get the cap breakers, but literally the first season I don't get a cap breaker, I'm already at a disadvantage to everybody else. And again, that same formula goes back to Madden. You have these cards that you can't earn. You're at a competitive disadvantage to everybody else. Well, we go back to Fortnite, we go back to Halo. It's purely cosmetic. There's no advantage or disadvantage at all, unless, I guess, if you want to count, throw in Call of Duty, having that one skin in a bundle, or you are invisible, whatever. But that is the biggest one. Call of Duty. Again, a yearly released cycle game. I know Warzone's a bit of a different story, and that's free to play, so it's a bit of a balancing act, but I still think it's done poorly. Same deal. You get COD points, but in the Battle Pass, you don't earn enough COD points to be able to buy the next Battle Pass. As of what I remember. I may be wrong about that. But it's such a complicated system, like, it just doesn't seem worth it. And the thing with that is you earn weapons through the Battle Pass. Now, granted, you can retroactively earn those weapons through the armory system, but that's a whole different beast. But it just, essentially the point I'm getting to here, and I'm sorry for yapping so long, but the point I'm getting to here is that the Battle Pass system should not exist in a lot of these games. 2K, Madden, no excuse. MLB The Show, if those two games adopt the MLB The Show program, like, style, then I think it would be a lot more successful, because of all of these games, MLB The Show and the Diamond Dynasty, which is essentially the equivalent of the Ultimate Team and My Team series, Diamond Dynasty has the best ability to not spend money or to even play offline and still get these good cards. Like you play, Madden, you play 2K, you're just spamming buying packs hoping that you get a good card, or you spend essentially you spend money on the EA points to get coins to get cards from the auction house, which it's just unreal. Like that's how that has to work. But MLB The Show, stubs are the only currency. You can buy money to earn stubs. And last I checked, because the auction market fluctuates, but the best live series card in the game, which you need to get the best rewards, Aaron Judge, is like 500,000 stubs. I think 200,000 is $100. So you're spending like $200 just to get one card, which is somewhat unreal. But the rate at which you earn that currency, you don't really need to buy stubs. However, you go play 2K, you play Madden, especially 2K, where virtual currency VC, you have to spend essentially 50 real dollars to get your guy to an 85 in my career. That's a whole nother topic for another day. We're talking about the Battle Pass. But again, the point I'm getting to is just so many modern AAA titles use the Battle Pass, as I understand the capitalistic reasons of it, having that FOMO, having people play your game constantly so they're not on other games, so they may potentially spend more money on your game, and also, spending money on the Battle Pass. I understand the business reason for it, but it is just so anti-consumerist in my opinion. It ruins my fun with a lot of games I used to love playing. I mean, one game that I pray to God does not implement a Battle Pass system is Escape from Tarkov. I know they're coming up on their 1.0 release. In terms of like cosmetics and stuff, it is what it is. I think it'd be cool if they added weapon skins eventually. That may, give me a lot of pushback, but I think that'd be cool. I'm trying to think another game that I really hope does not have a Battle Pass system. I mean, there's not really any upcoming games I'm looking forward to, but another one that just popped into mind are MMOs like Fallout 76. I played that game a good bit, and it also having a Battle Pass system. It's an MMO, for Christ's sake. You don't need to have that. You don't need to have, tier 100 rewards. Destiny 2 is another one. Now, granted, again, that's like these MMOs and Destiny, they're long-standing games, not yearly releases, so I'm not going at them as much. But again, their system, their formula, I just think it's not as good as Fortnite's is. Fortnite is the one that popularized it, and they still do it arguably better than anyone else. But I'm kind of just going off here on tangents, so I'm not going to keep you guys anymore. I just wanted to bring that up, just get my thoughts out there. Again, a lot of the information, the examples I used may be outdated or may just completely be wrong, but you guys understand the idea I'm getting across here. I know I'm just one guy, and I'm not going to start a revolution about, death to the battle passes, but I'm a variety gamer. I love playing a bunch of different games, and I just hate having to commit myself to one game for so long to get the best reward, and then go to another game where I have even less time to do so, and I may not earn, something I really want. But anywho, that's about it for me. I just wanted to talk about that with you guys today. I really enjoyed talking about, the Moist Critical Dilemma a little while back. I enjoyed just talking to the camera, getting my thoughts out there, and this is really just a social experiment at this point, just to get more comfortable talking to a camera. And again, just putting my thoughts out there for you guys. But of course, if I am wrong, definitely let me know. Of course, I'll try to do my research and update this video if needed, or make a whole nother video, regarding this. But of course, if you guys disagree, definitely let me know in the comments. I want to debate with you guys, properly, of course. But yeah, that's about it for me. Hope you guys have a great one. Peace.